Hello again everyone, my name is James Shotwell and this is Music Biz. It is so good to be with you again. Now the last time we saw each other, I issued a challenge. I wanted you to spend the next month making TikToks to decide whether or not it was actually a platform you should be using. And the idea behind this was fairly simple. So many artists tell me that they post a couple of things and it doesn't work out, so they get out of there, and I thought, well, if we wanted to learn whether or not it worked, we needed to give it a fair chance, which meant posting every day for a month, trying different things, and seeing what's happened. And while it hasn't been a month yet, I think it's time that we check in with one another. Not 2 weeks after starting this challenge, TikTok updated their official website with a new piece of information. The company was asked whether or not you have to post every single day in order to grow your account in a meaningful way, and they said, of course not. All you have to do is post great content as often as you're able to make it and feel like sharing it, which kind of seems like a lie to me, but let's go with it. Now, by the time I had issued this challenge, I also hadn't started TikTok. So I've been using it. If you want to find my account, it's at Country Minute. You can find it on there. It's probably right here at the bottom of the screen. And I did exactly what I challenged you to do. I spent 2 weeks posting content every single day. And I was kind of impressed with the results. I had more than 10,000 likes, nearly 1,000 followers, and my videos had more views than, to be honest, a lot of my YouTube videos have. But I couldn't shake the feeling that there was something missing. So as I was thinking about how I could keep pushing it, I was only at the halfway point, my partner asked me if I really needed to post every single day. Because I'd already read this story from TikTok and I had issued this thing to you, and I was like, well, I told everyone they should. But then I realized that that's a mistake. Pushing yourself every single day is a mistake. Thinking that you can do something every single day to the best of your abilities is probably a mistake. Thinking you can do anything really well every day in perpetuity is a mistake. So with that in mind, I want to give you a new idea, a new challenge of sorts, but just a new approach to TikTok, Be Real, or any other social media platform that happens to emerge in the coming months, because let's be honest, there'll be another one before we know it. The thing you need to understand is that we're moving away from social media. We're moving into an era of recommendation media, meaning that people are going to be shown what they're interested in rather than the things that they follow. So as an artist, this is actually a great opportunity, because if you know who you are, you know your sound, you know your look, you know your aesthetic, you know your target market, as long as you continue to make content for that target market, you will find them. The algorithm will eventually sway your way. Maybe you'll find that there are only 10,000 people on TikTok who fit your target market, but that's 10,000 people you could be reaching every day with your content, and you won't know until you start working towards being very, very specific and very targeted in the content that you make. Now, I tell you all this because it runs counter to things that I've said and most other social media experts have said over the last decade. It's all been about your existing followers and finding new followers and this idea of community. And while I think community will continue to exist as we move forward, what we're learning through TikTok is that community isn't as easy to define as following and followers. Instead, community is a group of people who all share similar interests and, despite not knowing each other, often interact with the same content. At least that's what a community is starting to mean in the digital space. So when we're approaching TikTok or any other platform that may happen in the future, and especially as we start to think about new ways to approach Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and all the existing platforms that are so slowly starting to move from social media to recommendation media, we have to think about how to best stay on topic. And the topic that we want to stay on is you, your music, and what you're doing. Now, it doesn't matter how specific you get, it more matters that you have the general sense. So if you're a country artist, for example, talk about country music, share your country music, share your opinions on other people's country music, share updates while going to country concerts, share fun facts about country music, talk about country music radio. When you comment on stuff, comment and talk about country music in the comments. All of these things will feed an algorithm that understands you like country music and you talk about country music, so it's going to show your content to other people who, guess what, love country music, and that's how you build it up on TikTok. It doesn't matter if you posted 4 videos today, it matters that you talked about the thing that your audience wants to hear about. And when you did so, you did it in a way that was engaging and interesting and hopefully lasted under a minute. So I owe you an apology. Do not post every single day on TikTok unless you somehow find a magical way to produce high quality content. Instead, figure out your niche, figure out who you are, what you're doing, and who your target market is, and figure out what content they want to see. From there, do your best to produce high quality content targeted at that market as often as possible. And if you can do that, you will find an audience on TikTok and you will take off. More importantly, you will find an audience on all future social media platforms and you will continue to thrive in this increasingly complicated musical space. Now that's all the time I have today, but please be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and engage with the channel in any way possible. It is increasingly hard to reach people through YouTube, and your interactions help. If you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button, and if you have, thank you for your support. I'll be back again soon, but until then, take care of yourselves, because you deserve it.